I invite Madhava to read out the biography of a short bio introduction of our next speaker, who will be actually Shubhachandra.
In addition to his MA in Kannada, he has postgraduate diploma in Indian literature, postgraduate diploma in Jainology, postgraduate diploma in Prakrit, and postgraduate diploma in ancient history and archaeology. His works are Jaina literature and culture, some studies. He has edited Piriya Nemanna's Yashodhara Charite, and he has edited Pujya Pada's Upasakachara. He has written Prakrita Sahitya Kaipidi, Ahimse, and Nayasena Deva's Dharma. He is the founder president of Mysore chapter of Pyramid Spiritual Society. He has conducted hundreds of meditation camps in schools, colleges, factories, corporate bodies, and prisons. He was the editor of Atma Vijnana, a bilingual bi-monthly journal on meditation. He has organized more than 35 national seminars on Jainology, participated and presented research papers in more than 100 national and international seminars. He is the recipient of Shri Gommateshwara Vidyapitha Puraskara and Bahubali Acharya Puraskara for Kannada literature.
At the very outset, I would like to thank the authorities of this workshop for giving me this opportunity to participate and present a paper here. My sincere thanks to my good old friend Dr. Jayendra Soniji and Madam Lohit Garji and also Mirabai Indorji for their concern they showed from yesterday because of some problems we faced here. The title of my paper is Jaina Concept of Himsa and Ahimsa. For a clear understanding of Ahimsa, one needs to have a very clear understanding of Himsa. Destroying the vitalities due to the negligent acts is Himsa, which is mainly of two kinds, Sankalpi Himsa and Arambhi Himsa. These technical terms, I am putting them in either in Sanskrit or Prakrit only. Wherever necessary, I will give the synonyms in English also. Himsa committed intentionally is the first type, that Sankalpi Himsa, while Himsa committed unintentionally by a householder is called Arambhi Himsa, and it is of three kinds: Udyogi Himsa, Griharambhi Himsa, and Virodhi Himsa. Ahimsa is the highest form of religion. Ahimsa Paramo Dharma. This is the Dhyaya Vakya we find in all the Jaina books. Actually, Ahimsa Paramo Dharma you don't find in any ancient Jaina text. It is taken from Mahabharata. So, wherever be there, the good sentences, good thoughts, let them come to us. We have opened our windows and doors. So, Ahimsa Paramo Dharma is the highest form of religion. The non-appearance of attachment and passions is Ahimsa. And Anekantavada, the theory of the manifoldedness of reality and knowledge, is the intellectual Ahimsa. Killing the internal or external vitalities of self or others is Himsa. Attachment, the passion, raga, is Swahimsa, and hurting or killing the six kinds of jivas is Parahimsa. The Shed Jiva Nikaya, six kinds of living beings. The Ekendriyas are 5 and Anekendriya is another one, 6. It is necessary to have the wisdom of not doing Himsa to all kinds of, in all kinds of activities. Yoga in Jainism has a different meaning, technical meaning. Yoga in our brethren systems is something like different. Today yoga means bending the body in different postures. That is yogasana. Yoga is a philosophy. But the term yoga here is in a different meaning it is used. Kayavang manah karma yogaha, Tattvartha Sutra says. Karma, activities of mind, speech and body is yoga. That is called Mano Yoga, Vachana Yoga and Kaya Yoga. Due to this yoga, the influx takes place. Sa asravaha, sa asrava. Due to the activities of the mind, speech and body, the asrava, the incoming of the karmas will be there. Sa asravaha. This is differentiated in three kinds according to the nature of cause, namely bodily activity, speech activity and thought activity. This threefold activity is the influx, sa asravaha. Karmic matter flows into the soul through the medium of activity. The origination of passions is himsa, Kashaya Pauda says. The origination, Kashayotpatti. Factually, impure conscious activity of the soul, that is Ashubha Upayoga, Shubha Upayoga, that is the impure conscious activity, is the whole, actually it is the whole, allowing the karmas to flow in, Cheda, and that itself is himsa. The Ashuddhopayoga is the internal Cheda. Pravachan Sara says in 216 verse number, Gatha. The commentary on Paramatma Prakasha in 2.125 says, the origination of passions, ragad utpattisu nishchayo himsa, the origination of the passions, raga, passions, is itself is himsa, is the absolute himsa. Panchadhyayi says the names of passions itself is himsa. Adharma, that is the names of the passions itself is himsa, adharma and avrata. These are the some definitions for nishchaya himsa. There are some definitions. I have taken the material from the ancient Jaina texts. The names of the texts is Dhavala, Kashaya Pauda, Pravachanasara, Anagara Dharmamrita, Sagara Dharmamrita, Purushartha Siddhyupaya, Acharasara, Panchadhyayi, Paramatma Prakasha, Tattvartha Sutra, Sarvartha Siddhi, Bhagavati Aradhana, Gommatasara, Jnanarnama, Rajavartika, Ishtopadesha, Niyamasara, Ratnakrandaka Shravakachara. In all these works, they have clearly discussed himsa and ahimsa to give the clear understanding of our knowledge. Pravachanasara 3:17 says, separating the vitalities is Bahiranga Cheda. Purushartha Siddhyupaya says, due to the activities of mind, speech and body, out of passions, hurting or killing, the pranas is definitely himsa. Pranas. Jiva is different from pranas. There are 10 kinds of pranas. 10 kinds of dasha prana. The Pancha Indriya, that is called Indriya Prana. Pancha Indriyas are the 5 kinds of pranas. And Bala Prana, there are 3 kinds of Bala Pranas, Manobala, Vachanabala and Kaya Bala. These are the 3 kinds. And Shwasochwasa is another Bala and Ayushya is another Bala. Totally 10 kinds of prana. If you separate any one of these pranas, they are the vitalities, that is himsa. It is called himsa. Bhagavati Aradhana tells about 5 kinds of violent activities. Dveshiki, hatredness. Kayiki, bodily activity with bad intention, pranaghataki, wounding the vitality of any jiva out of passions, paritapiki, originating sorrow to oneself and others, kriyadikarini, taking instruments or weapons to cause himsa, is also himsa. As already said in the beginning, there are 4 kinds of himsa. That is Arambhi himsa. As I told you, for the clear understanding of ahimsa, we should have very clear understanding of himsa. Arambhi himsa. See, a man like you and me, who are in the family life, social life, we have many responsibilities. While doing the essential duties in the family or in the society, daily essential duties for a householder, Arambha himsa is taking place. Every time it is taking place. See, I was sitting there when I called to speak. I walked the distance. When I am walking, I might have hurt any minute organisms on my way. In my home, while spreading my bed or folding the bed or sweeping, in any activity. These are the essential daily activities in the family life. While doing this, himsa is taking place. The word I am using, himsa is taking place or himsa is happening. This is called griharambhi himsa. While doing the essential duties in the household life, arambha himsa. Udyoga himsa. In our profession, himsa is taking place. See, I am from an agricultural family. My mother's side and also from my father's side. We tilled the lands. We did all the activities in the agriculture. Doing all these things, don't you think himsa is taking place? It is taking place. This is called professionally. Doing himsa should not be the profession, but in your profession, himsa may take place. This is called udyoga himsa. A driver, he is driving his car. Under the wheel of his car, how many living beings are hurt, are killed? But his purpose is not to kill them, but to take his party or take his man to his goal. This is in the profession. There are 6 kinds of profession taught by the first Tirthankara, Rishabhadeva. Agriculture was taught to Jains by the first Tirthankara, Rishabhadeva. So he is called Adi Krishi Shikshaka. Adi Krishi Shikshaka. Asi, Masi, Krishi, Vanijya, Vidya, Shilpa. These are the 6 kinds of professions taught to people by Rishabhadeva. And while doing these professions, himsa takes place. That is unavoidable. Wherever it is possible to avoid, you have to avoid. But without your knowledge, himsa is taking place. So this is udyogi himsa. And there is another kind, virodhi himsa. This is very interesting for me. When there is an attack on me, on my men and women, on men and material, on my village or my country, I have to protect myself and my belongings. So, during the process of protecting, I have to protest the attack. In the process of protesting, himsa takes place. That's unavoidable. For a family man, for a social man. So, these 3 kinds, arambha himsa, udyoga himsa and virodha himsa are, it is not permitted, but they are unavoidable to the householder. Sankalpa himsa should not be done. Sankalpa himsa intentionally. If you have an intention of killing any living being, hurting any living being, in any way, either mentally or through your speech or bodily activities. Manavachana kaya, kayena vacha manasa, it is said. You have to follow. And also, there is another concept, krita karita anumodita. You should not hurt, should not make others to hurt, and should not give your consent for the himsa done. Krita karita anumodita. See, silently you can give the consent. You have an opponent, but you have no strength to fight with him, hit him. But somebody whom you do not know, his enemy hits him, kills him. In your mind itself you may say, oh, he did a good thing. The